So first up, cameras. Now, cameras can be quite the hot button topic because a lot of people think you have to have a lot of high-end gear to get quality content for your online class. Really, it's going to come down to what method you used for your instruction. Are you more of the talking head and floating content? Are you more of the masking and maybe green screening in the background? But in this video, I'm going to actually show you 3 different cameras being recorded all at the same time in different parts of my at-home studio. And we'll get to audio in a little bit later. But first up, what you're watching right now is off of a high-end mirrorless camera. It happens to be a Sony a7 Mark III with a 35mm fixed focal length camera. If that means nothing to you, that is totally fine. But this is kind of what the higher end of production can look like. Now, this is literally the Everest of video. If you're looking at just getting at Basecamp would just be what you have right here. Right now I'm shooting off of just a 5-year-old MacBook Pro, and I have it hooked up to my normal setup as I would normally instruct. Now, the one thing about laptop video as opposed to camera video, I would encourage you to take your laptop and make sure that you get a riser so that you don't get that nostril cam look, because nothing drives video people nuts, and even perhaps your students, as looking down upon them as opposed to square at them. So if you're going to use a laptop for your video, try to get a riser to get it up so that you're looking into the camera, no differently than when we use a camera with a tripod. Now lastly, it is the camera that you probably have, everybody has, and it's a really good camera. It's your smartphone. Now, in your pocket, you may have a 4K camera that you've never really used for your instruction. And really, all that's needed to up your game when it comes to your video instruction is to get a tripod with a clip or a phone to Q20 adapter. And I'll put links in the video later so that you know what I'm talking about. Now, this isn't the optimal setup that I would have. It's a little bit farther, largely just because I needed to do a demonstration. But realistically, you'd want to bring this forward, and you'd have a really skookum 4K camera to do your lectures online. So that wraps it up, the 3 camera setups that I wanted to showcase. The high-end Everest Peak, which is the mirrorless or DSLR that you may have at around your home. The Basecamp, which is just the everyday webcam that you have built either into your MacBook or your PC. Just remember, get a riser so that you're looking into your camera as opposed to nostril cam. And then lastly is the best 4K camera that you might already have in your pocket, and that is using your smartphone and just getting a tripod with a tripod adapter. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.